9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. Really appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Finally, got this thing off the ground. Hopefully the internet is going to be stable for us this evening. Going to see, especially with all of my guests I have planned coming on tonight. So, but tonight we're here to celebrate my something is in my eye. I'm over here bouncing around and some hair got in my eye. This daggone hair I have. Oh, anyway. Tonight is my I'm celebrating my 6th year anniversary. So I have been doing this podcast officially since December the 28th of 2018. It's my first show. I was very nervous. I had 2 phones. One was for recording, and the other one was to either call the person that I was going to interview or to play the music that I was going to have. So as you can see, things have definitely took a turn for the better in that department, and I should say. But I do kind of miss, doing my radio style only shows where it's just audio only. I mean, because hell, I could be laying in the bed, y'all wouldn't even know, still doing the show, still doing my thing, but you would never know what's going on in the background, But anyway, I have a lot of guests that planned that said they was going to come through. So hopefully, and forgive me, guys, like I said, I still got this piece of hair in my eye and I'm trying to get it out. Um, but I have a lot of guests that are coming through, so I don't want to take up too much of their time. And I see a few of them in the back. Thank you guys so much for being here. A lot of them are my teammates, so definitely want to thank them so much. And I'm going to get you guys up here around in about 15 minutes. So I want to do two things before I actually bring everybody on. I want to go over quickly week one, especially for all of my radio listeners that didn't get a chance to catch the games. I want to make sure everybody's kind of caught up. I know last season I kind of fell off, so hopefully this season will be a little bit better than that, okay? So go ahead and bring up my graphics. So before I do, King Enderman, hey, Ash, what is going on? I believe that is Andrew Gibson, if I'm not mistaken. You can let me know in the chat. Thank you for being here. First person to say something. I really appreciate it. All right, so quickly. See, Eddie and Chad did a pretty good job last night on going over all of the week. Actually, on Monday night spectacular and on the streets of talking, they did a pretty good job of going over all of the games. So I don't want to sound redundant, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But as usual, and for anybody that is new, I make my selections using gold. Those are my initial selections. And the ones that I have right are in green. The ones that I have in orange, I guess that is, are the ones I got wrong. So as you can see, I already got 4 wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of teams, and the 4 that I actually got wrong, those games kind of surprised me. They wind up being a lot better than I thought, especially that OKC and Queen City game. It was going to be very interesting, but both teams are definitely proving to what they showed improve. So I'm just anxious to see how the rest of the season would fare for them. But let's go ahead and do a quick review, shall we? On January the 3rd, Mexico City wins over the Minnesota Legends 37-14. DC Dragons took on the Pittsburgh Riverhawks, where DC wins 33-28. Again, OKC went on to took on Queen City Corsairs. And the Queen City wins 38-31. Florida Storm battled the Atlanta Swarm on the 4th. And Florida came out victorious, very narrowly though, 20-17. Chicago took on Houston Headhunters, and that was a good game to watch. Houston came out victorious on that one, 20-3. The Baltimore Vultures battled the Lexington Miners, where the Miners won 21-17. Great game, surprising, but hey, it's week 1. You never know what to prepare for. So congratulations, Lexington. Fort Worth Toros battled the LA Lycans, and well, it was 42-16 Fort Worth, and we had a guarantee by Sully, which is the coach and quarterback over in LA, that they would not have another game like that. So we're definitely going to be looking out to see that. Let's see. Carolina Skyhawks took on the Denver Nightwings, and Denver wins 16-0. Now that kind of actually surprised me. I was expecting Carolina to at least score something. So again, first week jitters, I'm sure. I always have an issue with these names. The Bossier City Steamers took on the Nashville Tempo, and Bossier City wins 24-16. Charleston Predators battled the Indianapolis Ramblers, where Ramblers took on that victory 28-12. And lastly, Monday night game of the week was Sin City Samurai versus the Albuquerque Adams, and Albuquerque wins 44-24. Good games to watch. Again, if you did not check out these games, you can go to simfl.net, and there are links there. There's also roster information. There's other stats that you may be interested in as well. So I have my season 2. Geez, week 2. Let me move this banner. Y'all probably can't see. I'm so sorry. See, this is why I need an executive producer to help move stuff around. All right, so week 2 picks. Now, this is going to be interesting. As y'all can see, my picks are in gold. So it's no going back. No going back. I'll make sure I got my notes up right next to what I'm doing. I see you guys in the comment section. I'm going to bring it up in a minute. I promise. All right, so the Arizona Scorpions will be taking on the Washington Trident. The Trident will be at home. This will be a great game where I am totally expecting Arizona to come out victorious in the end. It will not be an easy win, I think, because they do have a lot of our players, if I might say so myself. And I know how good they are, but we're gonna give them a run for their money. I chose the Albuquerque. I know. Oh, I know he's gonna be so mad. I know. I'm gonna hear about it in a minute. Houston Headhunters will be taking on the Albuquerque Adams on January the 10th. This is going to be Friday. Arizona Scorpions and the Washington Trident game will be on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Houston Headhunters and Albuquerque will be on at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. That will be a great game to watch. I am giving the Albuquerque Adams a slight edge on this one. They did have a dominant performance. Actually, both teams did very well for week one. I'm just going to give Albuquerque Adams just a little bit of an edge because they are at home. And if I remember correctly, they have not lost at home yet. The Denver Night Wings will be taking on the Chicago Warriors on the 10th. Again, this is going to be at 10:30. Oh, okay. Double header. 10:30. Going to be a great game to watch. I think Denver is going to be victorious. Chicago is still trying to find their footing, I believe. And week one was kind of, kind of a telltale sign of that. But I think that they have plenty of time to get it together. Fort Worth Toros taking on the Baltimore Vultures. Also a good game will be on the 11th, Saturday. 1:00 p.m. As you can see, I gave it to the Fort Worth Toros. I know Baltimore is at home, but Baltimore is one of those Fort Worth is one of those sneaky teams that you just don't really know how to prepare for because they fly under the radar so well. Now we have the Sin City Samurai taking on the Florida Storm, where I'm giving Florida that edge. I think Sin City, if they are experimenting with different looks, I'm not sure if they're going to have it together when they play Florida, at least. But we'll see. We'll see. Everything can happen. Nashville Tempo will be taking on the Carolina Skyhawk. I am to give that edge to Nashville. I wanted to give it to Carolina. I really did. But scoring no points, man. Y'all gonna have to come better than that, man. DC Dragons taking on the Indianapolis Ramblers. 11, also on January the 11th at 8 p.m. Going to be a great game. I'm still going to give it to DC Indianapolis. I think that they're trying to find their footing as well. They did a good job, but I'm just not sure if they're going to be victorious over DC this week. Atlanta Storm taking on the Minnesota Legend. Minnesota did not do too well last week, and this is going to be on Sunday at 1 p.m. But I think by them having the home field advantage, I think that is going to be the catalyst in them winning this because their defense is scary, no matter how you look at it. Let's see here. Lexington Miners. Make sure I get my notes. Lexington Miners taking on the OKC Renegades. I'm going to give it to Lexington. Great performances by both teams. I am anxious to see how OKC will fare at home, though. Then Vancouver Legion taking on the Charleston Predators, going with Vancouver on this one. I just think that they're a little bit stronger on offense, but we'll see. Queen City Corsairs taking on the Los Angeles Vikings. Now, because Sully said that we would not have a performance, just because he said it, I'm going to give it to him. So I'm saying LA is going to win over Queen City. And if you don't, Sully, I'm coming for you. Okay? 8 p.m. Eastern. That's on Sunday as well. And last game of the week, Pittsburgh Riverhawks will be taking on the Bossier City Steamers at 8:15 p.m. Going to be a good game. Going with the Pittsburgh Riverhawks on this one. That was kind of a toss-up, if I'm being honest. And I would like to see Pittsburgh win. They have the potential to. Now, whether they're going to do it, I'm not sure. Sorry, I had to put on my plus 2 reading abilities to be able to see everything. But yeah, so good luck to all teams, especially ours, and we're going to do our best to give it a great show. I will say the games played out a lot better this week. Week one, a lot more entertaining. So I appreciate that. And okay, so King Inman confirming that is Gibson. So welcome. Jay Bomber checking in. Andrew say disrespecting my ramblers coming on. Hey man, it's a 50-50 thing, man. One of y'all gonna lose. Just prove me wrong on the field. That's all. Then you can come back and you can talk all your smack because I was wrong. Okay. All right. So, did I forget your invite? No, I got you. I'm just going to bring up and kind of have two different segments because I can only have so many people on the show at one time. So I have two different segments. I'm actually bringing up Arizona right now to kind of say a few words, kind of hang out with me a little bit. Then I'm going to take a little break and then bring everybody else up so everybody can kind of have some time. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and bring up my team. Wait. What did you do? Bring the whole Arizona squad? No, but I did invite everybody. You know me. I did invite everybody. Grant Hardaway, what's good? SFL Nation. What is good, Grant? You always checking in, always being on everybody's show, being supportive of everybody and everyone's content. I really appreciate that. Without further ado, let's bring on some of my crew. I have Mr. Yayo Montana, Mr. Sean Moore, and Mr.
What it do? What it do?
Oh, Maze. Oh my gosh.
How's it going, everybody?
Going good, man. Like I said, I was a little nervous about having y'all on. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's gonna happen. Just.
Can you hear me okay? I got a different mic on today.
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. It's a little mobile
mic. How y'all
mic.
doing?
Good.
Great.
I'm great, doing great.
Mm-hmm. Well, first off, I want to say thank each and every one of y'all for being here. You could have been anywhere else, and I appreciate you taking time out to hang out with me. And it's an honor to be a part of the squad, to be a part of the team, and to be the captain of the team that y'all voted for. So I really appreciate that too. So guys, what's up? I mean, we already started. We had a week one bye, which I still don't know how to feel about that. I kind of don't like that because this is like that's just the extra break that we probably will need later on. You know what I mean? So, what are your thoughts about the week one bye that we had, and we got a chance to sit back and watch everybody else play? I'll start with you first. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad I'm not coaching anymore because it would really bother me. So I don't know how I did it. That would really probably. I don't like that. I mean, I like to week one just get going and give me like a bye on week 3 or 4. Right. I don't like going into the season. I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. It just feels like we're not a part of it just yet. So, but you know what? The team that we're playing is in the same boat. So they had a week one off too as well. And I looked at their schedule, and they're basically they have the same buys that we do throughout the season. So, but yeah, I don't like it personally, but I'm glad I'm not coaching anymore because then it would really bother me. But I'm like, all right. I mean, I think I watched only 1 or 2 games week one. So
I got you. When you're not out there, it's kind of Yeah.
But
it is good to see what everybody else is doing too, just in case you run across them later on in the week. Later on in the season too. So it's cool. Sean, what's your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I think if I was a coach, I wouldn't mind that week one bye, so I can be able to just sit back and watch other teams, not so much pressure that week and just take notes on the other teams and the competition. So I wouldn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
Okay. Zay, what about you?
I don't mind free progression. Really, a week.
I know that's right.
Get a few stats up before the upcoming games. It's not bad. But it does kind of suck though. I'd rather have it later in the season because I would like to play week 1, but
Yeah, but then there is that air of mystery, so nobody knows what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I like that too. So guys, what is a game or a couple games that you're looking forward to for week 2? Before I get into how I feel about how we feel about our team as a whole and things like that. What are some games that and Zay, you seem like you were real eager to answer this, so I'm gonna start with you first.
I did say before the show I wasn't gonna say too much. I'd like to say Atlanta and the Minnesota Legends will be the game I'll be watching. So
okay.
I'm interested to see both teams are 0-1. I'm gonna be watching both these teams all season due to what has been said in the general chat. But yeah, I can't wait to see who stays 0-2 and who gets a win. And
I'm sure you're gonna let them know about it, aren't you?
You bet. Oh boy.
Every week. Sean, what about you?
Well, I mean, the only game that I'm concerned with is our game. I could care less what the other teams are doing. My focus is on AZ and making it to the dance. So that's about it. I feel like we're the team to beat. So bring it.
Okay, got it. Oof, damn right. Yeah.
I feel the same as Big Dog, but I mean, I didn't even know who was playing who until you asked that question. I went to the site real quick. Besides our game, just from the games in week 1 and one team that's in our division, I would say Houston and Albuquerque is probably going to be a good matchup. Just be interested to see how Albuquerque does with that game. Besides our game, I always concentrate, and I hate when I get asked this question because being in the league for as long as I've been, I should know like what but I don't even pay. Honestly, I've gotten to the point now where I don't pay attention to the schedule unless it's our schedule. But if I do pay attention, it's the teams in our own division. So that would be the only thing. Okay. But I'm kind of with Sean. I'm like, if it's not our game, I kind of tune everything else out.
I feel that. All right. So, Ernest McCray is here too. What's up, Ernest? Snuck in. What's going on?
Easy E.
What's up with you?
Not much, man. Good to see you. Good. I want to say, I think this is the first show after New Year. So Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year.
Hey, man. So I was wondering. I just asked the guys, and I know I just saw you in the back, so I apologize. I don't know how long you was back there, man, but I really do apologize. What is the game that you're looking forward to for week 2?
Other than our game, just since I came in the league with Indy, I like watching Indy, seeing what they about. But other than that, just Arizona.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. I want to ask this question because it's going to be different for everybody. What is your favorite SFL moment? Or my favorite SFL moment was when? Now, you could actually say something that occurred that happened to you, or maybe happening to like a teammate or something like that. But just one of your favorite moments that has been here. I will say one of my favorite moments, I've been here for a long time, season 12. There was a gentleman named Amon Takes. He was on the Baltimore Vultures. He was probably the king of trash talking in back then, at least one of them. One of my favorite moments was having him on the show, and we did like this whole story mode thing where he was like a king, and I came to interview him, but he was like a really pompous ass. But it was cool because when he actually came on the show, he kind of lived up to it. And it was so funny. Like I was kind of mad, but I wasn't because I loved him, but I was kind of mad. But it was dope. It was a great experience. So I want to know from you, Ernest, since you just joining, what has been one of your favorite moments being here so far?
Really, besides the convention was one of my moments that really got me is when I got hooked on the game, just watching it as a fan. And but this is when it was a snow game. I remember it was Queen City and somebody, and your boy Sub-Zero was just running everywhere. You know what I mean? It was a snow game. That's when I first got hooked onto it. So that's my favorite moment right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Zay?
Honestly, run that question back. I got caught up in the general chat. I'm sorry.
I'm sure. Oh Lord, I'm scared. My favorite SFL moment was when.
Oh man, this is a good one. Was when I was in the minors league and man, when we won that championship with the squad, man, that was my favorite moment. We had a really good playoff run. Had Switch at quarterback, Carmichael was there, me, a few other guys. Honestly, it was a good moment. I know it's not a SFL moment, but that's one of my
it counts.
moments being around.
It counts because hell, you were a player. You know what I'm saying? You made an impact enough to get a championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. I want a ring. Shoot, you know. At least you got one.
Not in the big leagues.
Sean, what about you, dear?
It would have to be, it would have to be our first time going to the championship game and making the overtime, being right there at the cusp of it, only to result in my least favorite moment in the SFL and the way we lost that game. So I think it's kind of a catch 22 there, but yeah.
Right, bro. Oh man, it was ours. It was.
You could taste it.
Bro, smell it, taste it, feel it, everything.
Over a bogus call, I may admit. I have to add that in there.
It took me back to that. I want to say it was the quarterfinals round when we lost to Denver when Riley Quintero ran the ball and he got a kickoff return. It was something crazy, but he got it right when he needed it. And then Kramer Jackman kicked that damn field goal and we lost. Oh, it was just, I cried. I had Bo Martin Jr. on the show because I think the game happened that Saturday and I had the show that Sunday. And I tried to hold it in. I did, but I cried on the show. I was hurt, you know. It's that emotional content. Yeah.
Mine's similar to Sean's. I want to say mine was that glorious season that LSG had, even through, and now I'll say it, it's been we're going to season 24. It's been like 6 seasons. Even though we were in season 18, we went to the championship game that whole season. I would say midway through that whole season, we were going through some turmoil within leadership and I, that's one of my favorite moments as a coach and being on the team. And same thing with Sean, coming up short, losing to Baltimore is probably one of the worst moments, if not the worst moment.
Close on, boy.
And then, and just knowing how that game started, we had one of our O linemen in the whole first quarter not in, and we had a default player just there in his position. So that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, it was really good. That whole season was probably, and going to the championship game was probably the highest point so far since I've been in the league.
Heck yeah.
It'd be nice to get back there again. So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And we will. We will. I think we definitely have acquired the squad to do it. You know, just about having the luck and the ability, man. You know, things gotta fall in your favor too. Let me see something. Oh, we got some comments. Let me see. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Jay Bomer. I'm glad that Texas team lost.
he's such a Texas hater. I'm not even from Texas. It was funny. I was, he hated LSG. He hated Alamo City. He hates everybody from Texas.
Everybody. You know, now I do have more people in the back, guys, that I could bring up because I can have about 10 people on at one time. Okay. Now, if anybody got to go, you can at any point, but I'm going to go ahead and start bringing everybody else up. So I have Mr. Jay Bomber in the building. So he can tell you if you're the person.
Greetings and salutations. I hate Texas teams.
And to this day, it's still kind of a mystery. I also have Mr. Justin Reside checking in. What's going on, Justin? Good to see you.
All right. Look at that bad boy right there. Repping that. You gotta rep my girlfriend, man. You gotta rep one of the cities that my family's from, man. See that, man?
Love it. I love it. Followed by Mr. Demond Simeons checking in. What's going on, man?
H-Town, what it do? I'm only here because Ashley told me if I didn't show up, I'd get fined.
Oh my god! after the tongue lashing, whoa!
I'm just kidding. After
the tongue lashing you gave Jacob on last night, or was it last night or?
Sorry about that. But no, how's everybody doing tonight? Greg, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Demond?
And also, lastly, this is the last I could fit up here right now until somebody leaves. Mr. Corey Minner, Pittsburgh Riverhawks. What's going on, Corey?
Oh, just another wonderful night.
You're bald.
I've been bald. That happened back, just after Halloween.
Damn, Ashley, you don't have one beautiful bald head. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 beautiful bald heads on your show tonight.
Bald is beautiful.
No essential up in this thing. I'm telling you.
We got 5. Oh, this is the bald head episode. Yes.
No, I remember.
Demond, is that a Dallas Cowboys?
It is, but you know what? It deserved to be turned around. You say what?
That explains why you were so angry last night.
Shit, a Cowboys fan is always angry, man. We're always angry.
I know.
I heard a guy say today, until Jerry Jones sees the dirt, tastes the dirt, and is under the dirt, things would never be right. Dirt.
You're probably right, man. It's been a long time. Spent all that money on the damn stadium and still.
Yeah, spending on some damn players. Hell,
okay.
Stadium's falling apart, teams falling apart. It's just a sign. Dallas needs to go.
Get out of Texas. Shoot.
Hey, so Andrew, I'm gonna have you come up, dear, when someone is ready to leave, okay? Just so you know. All right. So fellas, welcome in. Now feel free during this conversation to ask questions amongst yourselves if you like. It's probably the first time some of you guys are probably in the same room with each other, things of that nature. So if you feel like, you want to ask something, feel free to do so. But I'm going to start off with Jay. Jay, what is one of your favorite SFL moments that you've had since you've been here?
Well, me scoring my first touchdown against Atlanta. Yes, it was a receiving touchdown, but it was my first touchdown ever. That was my favorite moment.
Yeah, anytime you can score on 6, it's a good thing.
So we destroyed Atlanta in that game too.
Oh, okay. Not too many teams to say that. Corey, what about you?
Well, if I can get my phone to cooperate, I can tell you. Well, I mean, I got a couple different ones to be honest. I'm not trying. Won't take up too much time, but on the player side of things, I got to admit, and I hate to say it, it was all thanks to Demond. It actually puts a hole in my heart to say that, but
What?
When he, me and Butch went over there after him and Mike became co-owners, and very first game as a headhunter, Scar Patterson, I got my first pick 6. I remember that.
I remember that too. I remember that. Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
That was in San Diego, right? That's when they was with San Diego.
That was when he was San Diego. That was when they were still in like that maroon tan phase.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, I mean, I got my other favorite part personally is the day that Cam gave me the call saying, "Hey, we're getting bumped up from minors to the pros." Being able to play with the big boys, and it wasn't pretty, but we learned a lot, and we're definitely going to overcome and make things happen this season. That's for sure.
All right, then. I'm gonna hold you to it. Just like Sully said, that wasn't going that loss that they suffered in LA wasn't gonna happen again. I'm gonna hold you to that too. Okay.
We gave DC a run for their money. I know it wasn't pretty in the beginning, but I mean, we fought like hell back, and we came close. But we're not going to let it happen against Arizona. I can tell you that.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Don't stop.
Damn.
On God.
That boy grew some balls.
Being that this is the SFL night and not the late night sessions, I'm just gonna keep what I was gonna say to myself.
Well, I'm ready for y'all. See what I learned, because doing the director of compliance thing and all that good stuff, I learned to have this on ready.
Dang.
I don't know what y'all gonna do, and I'm not gonna do.
You know what? You should know better. Anytime you invite me on here, you should just put like the little parental advisory down in the corner, just like on the CDs back in the day. You just need to do that.
And Yayo, Yayo, and it's a couple others. Bo, yeah, all y'all. I have a disclaimer for all of you. I'm gonna be protected. Don't worry. Justin,
Keep my name out your mouth.
You better worry about catching them balls when it's thrown.
Oh man!
See what I did with the uniforms? Did you see what I did with the uniforms? My uniform has a special neon light that says "open" and it's constantly blinking at you.
Dang, man. Dang.
If not, you see, the thing is, if you don't throw me the ball next week, my man Ace, my old guy Ace, is over in Pittsburgh. Maybe he'll throw me the ball.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord!
Ace, this is the thing. Ace used to always find my player. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, baby. You're not tall enough. I don't know what it is, but you
maybe in real life, but my player's 6'4".
I mean, yes. All the
Do you know
players
that I changed my number from 18 to 80 this season just so maybe you could see 80 instead of 18? Throw me the ball.
Maybe. All I'm telling you is when that ball sailed down your way, you better not miss it, or you doing laps, bro. Laps.
That's That's okay. I've lost some weight since last season. I've lost 35 pounds since last season. So
Oh,
I'll give you
okay.
some laps.
Congratulations.
Kudos. Hey, message from Greg Soda. He said his virtual player will be running the laps, not him.
Actually, I could run some laps now. Maybe last season I couldn't do that.
Run them bleachers.
Oh man, I used to hate that. Oh, I used to hate that.
Hate that. Justin, what's one of your favorite moments? Did you ever go? Because we went all over the place.
Yeah, I was waiting for y'all to stop going all over the place because it's like,
my bad.
Oh my god. I'm thinking it has to be the moment when, when you finally get a win after being 12-0. I never experienced that moment. Never experienced a losing season before. And last week, that was the moment that,
Okay. Hell of a game, though. I'll tell you that.
And I'm going to be like, so Queen City's never going to go 12-0 again. I went 12 again.
Oh,
yeah.
Not on your watch, huh, Justin? Justin say, not on my watch.
Not on your watch, okay? Mom, what about you?
My favorite SFL moment comes. Oh my goodness, there's so many. I'll start my rookie season 5. We played. We played Jackson. There was Tallahassee at the time before they moved to Jacksonville. We played them in the playoffs, and we were losing the game. I was playing with the Baltimore Crabs, and I scored 4 touchdowns that game. Yeah. And then the next following season, in season 6, when I first got my team, I met Tallahassee in the playoffs again, and I scored the walk-off game-winning touchdown in overtime. Yeah.
Yeah, lost that championship game.
We lost the championship game by 11 points to Queen City. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All memorable moments, and they keep you here. That's the we're all here because looks like I'm losing a couple of y'all. We're all here and we all met, for a reason. We're having a good time, great moments with each other. But I want to know from each one of you, what is it specifically that keeps you here? Is it just because you have a player here and you're doing well? Is it because you're on a team that's relatively decent and you want to do that? Is it because you really have a love and you put up with this stuff the way you do because of that love? So Greg, why are you, after all these seasons, why are you still so dedicated? Even like after all of the things you've been through?
I would say it's friendships, and there's always that competitiveness, and I see a little bit of, like things that I've heard from like older players that have been in the league longer, where I don't want to get rid of my player. I'm just now like, even like this season, I'm like so jazzed for this season, not just as for the team, but for my player, where I'm going to be close to having my player be who I want that player to be. I mean, after this season, I think my progression, look, we could always get better and there's going to be things that I can get, but he'll be where I wanted him to be now for like the last, I don't know what, since I've been in the league since 2015. From season 15, not 2015, season 15. So I think it's that friendships and just seeing my player develop and ultimately to win a championship. Not that I'm going to win a championship and then leave, but that is a goal. It also would be nice to get an All-Star nomination. Haven't done that yet. I'm always taking a back seat most of the time. for the love of the team and for the betterment of the team. So that would be nice, and hopefully by creating my player a certain way, he'll start getting those catches and yards that I want him to. And be specific, not be a cookie cutter. There's a lot of teams, there's a lot of players that just like to do a cookie cutter player. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be a specialized wide receiver. And I would be fine being a number 2 or a number 1 somewhere, like I am now, but I want to win a championship, and the friendships keep me here.
Love it. Sean, what keeps you here? And when would you say you would retire? Like for me, for instance, I'd say since I'm already in the Hall of Fame for content creation. If I get in the Hall of Fame as a player, I mean, that's kind of like the ultimate thing, right? So maybe at that point, even though Eddie would probably wring my neck, I'd probably consider retiring my player, because I would have reached the epitome of what I would want it, So what is that for you? What does that look like for you?
Well, I mean, I think the one thing that keeps me here is just the team, the camaraderie, the friendships, the good people. That's really the main thing. I'm in it for the long haul to definitely try to bring that championship home to Arizona. I've said it plenty of times, if you guys are here, I'm here, so, but just the Arizona family, man, that's the main reason, win or lose.
All right, then. Zay.
Yo.
Whoa. Why do you stay? Why do you stay? And what would it take for what would be the catalyst of you retiring? Is it just getting that ring? Is it because you have a certain level that you've reached and you kind of plateaued?
Oh no, I'm gonna keep going until at least I get like 5 rings. I literally plan to just like continue to build my player, make it solid enough for coaches to do whatever they want with it on the field, be a team-oriented player. Honestly, the drive is literally just that, because I just enjoy football, man. It's what it is. It's the game. Love for the game. Used to play it. And, yeah, it's really what's driving me.
What was your position?
I played linebacker. And sometimes I rush off the edge.
Okay.
So.
No wonder you're a defensive player. I love it.
I love it.
Ernest?
Keep me coming back is, the friendships and, and everything about it. I think it's good people here. And also like Jay said, it's like quenching the thing. 'Cause I played high school football back in the day. I was pretty good. So this watching my player and seeing what he's been doing and seeing that I was pretty decent. So makes me do good, and I just want to win a couple championships, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying with Arizona until I go. I don't know how long that's going to be, but we'll see.
Okay. I love it. Now, just so you know, Yayo said that he is going to step out so that other people can come in. I will send out the link to Andrew and Eddie. I believe that those were the last two that wanted to come in.
You can send me out if you need to.
All right. Well, we'll see. Eddie is probably going to DM me when he's ready. I think he's traveling. So I'm probably going to go ahead and let Andrew in. But while we're doing that, Justin, why are you here? And what would it take for you to retire?
I'm here because I'm here because friendship, and now I got actual support from my girlfriend Margot now, who I actually sent Queen City's first game to, by the way, via text message actually. So she saw the game. So I finally have a girlfriend that actually supports me in what I do in the SFL, and then
Love it.
Yeah. Just it's like to retire a player. The only way to do is like maybe get multiple championships and maybe just get multiple championships on like Queen City or whoever. If Queen City I don't want to say it, but I don't want to think about it. But if Queen City folds, something like that, go to another team, maybe get some. If I get enough championships, that's when I'm, when I feel like I have enough championships, I'm gonna say I'm done.
Hey, Justin, 1 second.
Yeah.
Honey. 1 second. Because that last part, it didn't come through for me, and I think it's my internet. Hold on 1 second here. I have to close out. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to send them. Okay. Okay, cool. So this should be a little bit better for you. If you wouldn't mind just repeating that last part, that's the only thing I'm.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the only way I would want to retire my player if it's like, I've won enough championships in the league and got enough rings and say it just once cut it off at a certain number, I'd be like, that's it.
I feel that. Corey, what about you, dear?
My biggest thing for being here, it's become more of a challenge with every few seasons. I seem to get myself into something new. Like when I first joined the league, just learning the league. After a few seasons, I wanted more of a challenge, so that's when I started doing league stats. Started getting more involved, and when it becomes, I love the challenge. I love being able to be a problem solver and try to navigate this. And the day I stop being able to do that, then it's that might be it. But ultimately, I'd love to win Pittsburgh at least a couple championships. That's the biggest goal any owner has within the league. We want to get that trophy in the case. So and on top of that, along the way, I've made amazing friends. Between the times of conventions and outside of that, I've met some amazing people, made some amazing friends with a good many of you, and it's just, I enjoy it. It's just, it's honestly probably my, if I'm not working or spending time with family, I'm doing this, and I enjoy it. As for retirement for the player, yeah, I keep saying, once I got a team and we got going, I was going to put my player to rest. But, we'll see what the future holds. It just seeing what we can do with Pittsburgh once we get a strong foothold and start, winning some games, and we'll see what happens. I'm not even quite sure where I'm standing with that as of right now.
I feel you on the championship argument. Someone who's been to back-to-back championship games.
Yeah. That especially coming off of being 2-10 last season, that just drives me even harder because I don't want another. I don't like that. That's not what I want. That's not what any of the other River Hogs want. So we're going to get this right, and we're going to make something of it. And then we'll cross that bridge of retirement and see what the future holds once that happens.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Damon, this is a great question for you because you got a lot of people chasing your title, man. What are you going to sit down and let somebody catch it?
I done already moved to a different position, so they have the opportunities now.
Yeah, but see, knowing you probably just, hey, you know what? They inching. Let me go ahead.
I said it last night. The moment I see Brett getting close, I'm going back to receiver. but no. I mean, I've said this many times. I've had many thoughts of retiring my player,
Yeah.
but my player's been part of the SFL for so long, and I'm so tied up into it. I can't see myself not having a player. And to start over and have a player, to start over with another player, and it's just going to take too long to get him to where he needs to be. I don't have the patience for that. Can't do it. If I was to do that, that should have been done in the APF era, in that old progression system where he could have, been a pretty decent player within a 2 seasons and a half or so. Compared to 9, it's going to take you 30 years to get unless Cam keep issuing out that $2 million. You know what I'm saying? So, and the way he did to the rookies, man, that. Give me some of that money. But
Yeah,
there may come a time. Yeah, there may come a time, man, when I decide to retire, because I don't want to plan forever and get these crazy amount of stats that just unrealistic and ridiculous, right? So we'll see. Let's see.
Indeed. Zay has got to bounce out tonight. I want to thank you, Zay, for being on. I really appreciate you, brother.
Anytime. Thank you for letting me on.
Anytime.
Hey,
And
Ashley.
then I'll come back and yeah.
No, go ahead and finish with him.
What did you want to say something to Zay before he left?
No, I was about to tell you. I was just gonna bounce out myself real quick, and I'll be right back. I gotta go pick up my son from work.
Oh, yeah, do that. Please don't.
I can't let him. As much as I want him to walk in the rain, sometimes I can't do that to him. So,
what did he ever do to you?
So, Zay,
trust me.
Before you and Corey, more than likely we'll probably be here before you. By the time you get back.
Oh, I figured as much. But I'll be back.
Zay, cool.
What's up?
Before you leave, I do have a question for you. Because I'm going to ask this question next to everybody. So, what are your thoughts on healthy trash talking? I mean, I just want to know what.
Trash talking is subjective. You can trash talk as much as you like in any type of way. Mm-hmm. Someone's always going to get offended at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But that's just how it is. That's how it goes. They just have to learn that it's just all in good fun of the game.
Okay. Y'all learn to take it. Yeah.
Unless your name is Siege or Fox. But, I'm not going to go there, so.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We don't even know the months.
He was supposed to be on tonight too, but it's all good. And my thing is this: I think people, when they hear the person, because obviously when you do that, when you're reading text, it could be misconstrued, because you'd be like, "Hey, man, this is one way," but then the way I took it, because I'm already kind of upset with you, was that I took it. Yeah. And emotionally. So I guess I kind of wanted people to kind of know where you kind of come from when it comes with that, because I see you in chat all the time and they're making me nervous. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. But, you're not breaking any rules. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just doing what football players do. Sports.
He's just there to light the fire.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it, though. A lot of people like it. Some others just don't like it. I'm just here to be an entertainer.
Okay. Glad you cleared that up, so we don't have no misunderstandings. And so if anybody have any questions, you can refer them back to this segment of the show.
Too easy. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you, Zay. All right. Andrew.
All right.
So what makes you stay? I'm actually going to kind of backtrack with you a little bit, but what makes you stay in the league, and when would you ever consider retiring your player?
I think the main thing that makes me stay is just this sense of community, like how close this community is. Yeah. Like when I first joined Indianapolis this season, I was welcomed with basically open arms, and I think the best thing about that is just how friendly this entire league is. Like, no matter who you meet, they're just going to be like really nice guys. And I think I just like that a lot about this league, is that anywhere you go, you're just going to meet like friendly guys that are willing to be in your corner. Like no matter if it's IRL things or things on the field, like they're just going to be there for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of backtracking a little bit because you missed this. Is there a game for week 2 that you are looking forward to specifically?
I think the main game for week 2, obviously not only being my Indianapolis game, but I think I've got love for my my Sin City Samurai crew. I would be excited to see how they take on Florida. I think that should be a good game, and I'll be rooting for my my former team there. So
I thought you would have stayed with them.
I thought about it. I'll be honest. I thought about it.
You just wanted a different opportunity?
Yeah, a little bit different.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Well, and pulling up the rear is, of course, Mr. Eddie Gage. Pulling up the rear is, of course,
What up? Can you hear me?
Yep, we got this.
Yeah, I can hear myself too.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. All right, how about now?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What's happening?
Not much, man. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
So we was just going through. I was asking. Well, you actually kind of chimed in on a few things. Hold on, let me see.
What happened?
So I was asking everybody. You already retired, so you just said forget about it. I'm done. So that part. What keeps you here, Eddie? Because I know that you have gone through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations. You've been to the point where you wanted to leave, like when the game switched over. That was the closest I think I ever seen you actually considering leaving. So what made you stay?
If it had been just me that it affected, I probably would have bounced. But I mean, when we had that team meeting on that video call and I announced it, and you could just see like the sadness on a number of people's faces. I was like, damn, I can't do that. So I told everybody I'd give it a season. I let them know by like week 10 or whatever. And I won't say, I wouldn't take 2K8 back, but I've grown. It's grown on me. I say that. So
You've grown accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So to speak. All right. So why did you retire your player? I mean, yes, giving other people opportunities, obviously, that's a good answer. But like you like I want to see you get the pick six, man. So like why retire before you got a chance to actually get one?
I've been in the league since season 3. It ain't happened yet. I've just accepted the fact that it probably won't ever happen and just deal with it. And I got tired of hearing Mike Daggs making fun of me not having one, and it was getting on my nerve, to be honest with you. And well, not necessarily that, but also it was about giving other people opportunities,
Eddie, you got to think of the Michael Jordan. It became personal with me.
That's true.
That's what you got to think about.
But when I retired, our begin was coming on as to help us scout defense, and he played the same position as me, so it just made sense because as I talked about many times, it's hard doing all this alone, especially these days when the league's expanding with number of players and the rules and everything that's going on. It's hard to do it. It's impossible to do it yourself. So I'm just trying to share some of that responsibility with others, and if that means my players stepping aside to give other people those opportunities that can help us on and off the field, I'm all for it. Not saying I won't ever come back, but We'll see. If Max Jackson pass up my interception, he close though. I think he only like 7 or 8 away or something like that. Then maybe I'll entertain it.
See, that's what I was asking to mine. I was like, so you gonna bring your wide receiver out of retirement when you see Brett getting real close and
Brett got a long way to go. He ain't nowhere near close. he got some seasons to go before he get there. And in this era of 2K4, these expanded rosters, he probably ain't gonna never get there because the way the ball is spread around so much. If you got a deep roster like Vancouver does, he gonna be waiting a long time.
Mm-hmm. Now, the question that I was actually asking everybody, Zay was just here, but you just missed him.
Zay, our teammate.
Yeah.
Man, tell him to get back in here.
Yeah,
I missed him.
He had to dip, unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
That's what he
Just
said.
missed him.
I mean,
Like I just missed him?
Like literally just missed him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
What do you want? What do you see? Here we go with that. Let me go ahead.
I'm about to be on. He was leaving the house. He was leaving the crib.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, my bad. I forgot where I'm at. My bad.
Just in case.
My bad.
Well played, Eddie. Well played.
I mean, we had the mud, with the whole Jacob thing last night, Eddie. Come on now.
But they kissed and made up, so we moving forward.
Yeah, they did. They did. And that's another thing I kind of want to talk about too. Not that particular situation, but kind of trash talk in general. Because I did ask Zay this, and he explained himself really nicely. So if anybody has any issues with Zay,
I like that advice he gave you in the locker room the other day. I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that from him. That was cool, man.
Right. I appreciated it personally.
Yeah.
But I want to know your thoughts.
Did he put God in him? Like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yes, something that was very necessary. So when does trash talk go too far for you specifically? I want to know, like, would it be a situation to where if you're called out of your name, or if it's a situation to where something is like mentioned about the team, would that be the thing that sets you off? I'm kind of just trying to figure out what it is that, because in football, in sports, even when you're playing video games with your friends and you win a y'all talk your trash. That's what you do,
Mm.
But when does that go too far? And I'm gonna start with you first, Sean.
Say that again now.
When does trash talk go too far for you?
To be honest with you, the only time that it get personal with me whenever it's against my teammates. You can say what you want to with me. I brush it off. It really don't matter. But if I see anyone getting on my teammates, that's when I jump in and let them know that, hey, they're not by themselves here.
Yeah.
Other than that, I take it lightly. I just don't mess around and chat all that much because I don't even want to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? And I guess whenever you're getting calling names, I think that's whenever it gets going too far. You calling names and trying to attack a person's character. That's not why I'm here, and I'm sure that's not why anyone else is here. So just keep the trash talk on the field. Anything else I feel is off limits.
What about you, Justin?
I think, I'm pretty much thinking, if it's trash talking like general in SFL general, that's fine. But if you take it far, it's like, dude, just get off the computer or something. If you're taking it that far. Like seriously, dude, because it's like if AJ has to be involved in it, then that's when the trash talking the major trash talking needs to stop when Ashley comes in there and starts doing her COC thing.
I'm gonna talk about that a little bit in a minute too, just to clear some things up about that too. Andrew?
Oh boy. I think the main thing about trash talk, you talk all the crap that you want to, but there's a time and place for it. I agree with. Wasn't it either Damon said that or who said that?
Yeah, was it Sean?
Sean, I think it was you. But I agree. There's a time and place for it. Like keep it in the field, man. But after that, we're good. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Ernest?
Yeah, I think trash talk is good as long as you wanna you don't say nothing about my folk. You know what I mean? Good. You know what I mean? Keep my mom and dad out your mouth. You can trash talk anything but that. You know what I mean? Just keep it respectful. That's all.
Okay.
Are you taking notes?
No, not me. No.
No, I'm talking to Ashley. Like she's writing. It seems as if we're here to help her with her COC, booklet or something. It's like, hey, she's using us guys. I'm telling you, that's what she's doing. She's writing and taking down notes what everybody says.
I'm gonna explain it. in a minute.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, Ashley.
AJ's just running out a whole speech over there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's getting the speech ready.
Jay, what about you? When does it go too far? Texas
For
team
me,
start-
For me, it's gonna take a lot to take it too far on me. But one thing that is that as long as you don't talk about my family members, it's all good. But yeah, I would trash talk to all these non-Texas teams no matter what. One of them will go 0-12. So,
I just really need to know why Balmer. I just really need to know why he hates Texas teams so much.
I mean, we didn't answer that question like 9 times, man.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had to go back and check the archives then.
He right here.
He's gonna go back and check the replay on this one.
Yeah, I will. I don't think Eddie want to hear the reason why he hates Texas teams one more time. That's why he said he done said it about 9 times. He don't want to hear it for the 10th time. That's what it is right there.
They don't even know what happened. And then you talk about Mine. When does trash
Yes.
talk go too far for you?
I agree with some of the others that basically said that when trash talking get to going with loved ones involved or people who you care about, or when certain things get too far out of hand, with it. I used to trash talk when I played basketball. I never trash talk when I played football because I didn't want anybody talking in my knees. But when I would trash talk playing basketball, some guys couldn't handle the trash talk that I would do. Now I wouldn't go as far as, Gary Payton talking about people mama and stuff like that. I used to just talk about, man, you just can't hoop. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk about your skills and try to get you out your game on a basketball court. That's what trash talking was to me. Talk to the individual. Don't go outside of that realm of what you're already in that atmosphere. You start getting outside of that, loved ones involved or so, like Kevin Garnett saying "La tastes like Cheerios," bro. That was just straight out of line.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
He was asking for fire with that statement.
Yeah, he was, and Carmelo was looking for him after the game too.
Yeah.
You get some red right there on your bed.
Eddie, what about you?
Personally, I think it depends on the environment. For me, like when I played football or whatever, it was people talked about anything to get you out of your game and get you, whatever it took to get you to stop concentrating on your job and getting you pissed off. It was it was whatever. People talked about your family, your friends, your teammates, you. And I just tried to ignore it because I'm an emotional person and I'll be ready to go off. And so my coach will always tell me, just fucking ignore it, man. Just take it out on him on the next play, and so that's what I tried to do. But in the SFL, I mean, it's a video game, so it's kind of different. So I don't mind them saying something about me. Heck, even my teammates, it's a video game. But when you take it outside the SFL and start talking about somebody's family or something like that, something that's not SFL related, that's when you go too far. Speaking of, I don't even mind for me personally, I don't mind what Buchanan and Xavier do or say. To me, it's not even a big deal. I think sometimes, like I said before, I don't think anything that Buchanan does is bad. I just think he don't know how to let it go. He'll say his piece, and anyone else would just move on. But you go in there at 9 a.m., he'll say something, and then you pop back in there at 3 p.m. and he's still going. Like, bro, we ain't even played the game yet. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine what it's going to be like in the regular season. And what's crazy is he wasn't like this the past several seasons. He was quiet. You wouldn't even know he was in the league. He was just on the team. I remember when he was in Chicago, he talked a lot of trash. He was like, someone to say something to him. He like, bro, who are you? I don't even recognize your player. Who are you? You irrelevant. So why you doing all that trash talking? But what he's done this offseason is on a whole other level. I don't know what he got going on, and I even asked him one time, say, bro, I don't mind the trash talk, but say it, make your piece, and keep it moving. You don't have to. I don't understand. He seems to have a need to respond to everybody and anybody that come at him, and I get it during the game, like if you playing like real football or whatever. But in this video game space, bro, we ain't played the game yet. So I don't understand it. But everybody, like one of my coaches used to tell me, everybody heart beats differently. Some people, it's what drives them. It's what keeps them going. It's what keep them on top of their game. But this is a video game, so I don't get it. But like he said, everybody's heart beats different. I'm hoping, after that last conversation we had with him, he kind of mellow out and stuff like that. But we'll see. I mean, Butte don't necessarily bother me like he bothers. Like he tends to get under people's skin, and like I've seen one particular person that say in the chat, this guy don't bother me. I just ignore him. And then Buchanan say something 2 minutes later, and he feels the need to respond back to that. Wait a minute, bro. You just said he don't bother you. So which one is it? But that's either here nor there. It's I don't know. To me, I think people tend to over exaggerate his mannerisms. Now, does he go on and on and don't know how to let it go? Of course he does. But he a damn kid. I think when he first came in the league, he was in grammar school. I think he was like in 7th or 8th grade when he first came in the league. So I remember when we was playing against Chicago in the playoffs, dude, back then he was a deep threat in the 2K8 era. When we played Chicago, it was Ash Odom and Buchanan Simons we had to worry about. We had to worry about Ash Odom running up the middle, running people over, and we had to worry about Buchanan Simons going deep down that right sideline, beating somebody over the top. And but I don't know. I'm rambling now, but to me, it's not a big deal as long as you don't say anything disrespectful out of pocket. Now, when he called Fox out his name, I DM'd him and say, "Man, that's not cool, bro. I don't mind you trash talking, but you can't be calling folks out their name because you're gonna take that shit personal." And so he's like, "You right, man. My dog, my bad." And he went in there and apologized to him. But everything else he said, I don't have a problem with what he said at all. Just know when to say your piece and keep it moving.
You gotta know when to hold and when to fold them.
Exactly. No limit. Stop when you need to.
That's it. Corey, I'm gonna get your thoughts on this before I say what I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I came in.
much?
What was the question?
It's when is there sort of a limit to trash talking, just in general?
Corey, were you paying attention? I've been talking for like 10 minutes, bro. What's going on, man?
I haven't paid attention.
Get yourself together, man. Listen, the playbook is all
your ass in the dirt.
The playbook is almost finished, bro. The playbook is pretty much ready to turn in. I don't get. We need you to get locked in, bro.
I'm always locked in. Oh Lord, have mercy. No, it's. I think we've talked about this previously, and I mean I have no problem with trash talking, but kind of what Eklund, what Eddie said, you know, if it's amongst the league, like to one another and everything. I mean, to me, some amount of trash talk, it's good, it's fun, but when you start getting too damn ugly, talking. There's a certain line you don't cross.
Yeah.
Like there's the family, you don't jack with family, you don't none of that. And look, I haven't experienced too much of it. And then again, like because of a lot of the back and forth with some people, I just don't tend to go into gen chat as much because I just don't care for any of that. But that's one thing I brought up to the team before. Like I'm cool if you start trash talking to an extent, but when you start overly criticizing, start saying certain things, I mean you got to reel it back. And I've had to talk to a couple guys before about that same thing, and luckily one time they were done, moving on, no big deal. But that to me, I'm all for a little bit of it, not too much though, because I don't want anybody, if they're tied to the Riverhogs, I don't want everybody else, especially newer folks to the league, getting a bad, idea about another person's team just because of one bad apple. Yeah. You're kind of, it's kind of an extension of the name, so. I mean, that's just my thoughts on it.
Well, I will say this, and thank you guys for your thoughts and your opinions on it. And everybody in the chat that shared too. Jason Peace. The fact that trash talk should be funny. The best at it, the best at it talk the talk and walk the walk themselves. And what I guess know what they're doing. So, all right. So that's the reason why I.
Hey, Sean, you real disrespectful for that, dog. I'm just letting you know that right now. You real disrespectful for that, man. I thought we was cool, dog. I don't know what you eating, but you making that shit look good in the mouth.
Okay, first of all,
I thought it was serious.
I was trying to hold off as much as I could, man.
You think so bad about his food? Come on now. What are we doing?
You can't talk about nobody's eating. You always eating on everybody's show. The only show you don't eat on is on yours. That's
you know what? I was about to eat right now. I was warming up a plate, and then next thing I know, they was ordering something. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just put this back in the refrigerator. But they better hurry up because I'm fucking hungry.
What stopped you from eating? What's stopping you now? He over here chomping down. I mean, Ernest over there smacking on something. Everybody got. You might as well.
I swear, man, y'all, man, I swear, man. I thought we had a good working relationship, but Sean just out here just look like he about to gain 3 pounds, whatever it is. He
cabbage and sausage.
That's definitely good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the reason why I kind of revamped the COC the way it was, because me listening to all of you and basically the general consensus of the league, because I have, people do come to me and they talk to me. I've checked on people. I ask them how they're doing all the time. People come to me and tell me their real feelings. That's one of the reasons why I kind of revamped the COC the way I did, because if you guys are telling me that you care about each other so much, we're all a family, we're all here for friends, we're all here for the community and things of that nature, then I feel like y'all should be able to talk to each other when y'all get mad at each other and try to work it out before you come to me complaining about each other. That's the reason why I wrote everything the way I did, because before you can report anybody, you're going to have to go talk to that person first. And 9 times out of 10, it's an emotional moment that you guys are going through. So all you got to do is just, I don't know, take a nap, wake up. Oh, man, I probably shouldn't have said that. You don't know how many times out of 2 years I've been doing director of compliance, I've heard that. I was just being emotional, Ash. I was just, yes, you were. And that's why I want you guys to first work it out, because I know that you can. This league ranges from, I would say, maybe 13 all the way up to 70. So I feel like those are some ripe ages to be able to handle stuff on your own. So I'm glad that that situation was handled amicably and quickly between Demond and Jacob. I'm so glad that happened. And I'm hoping that if you guys are going to be a part of the trash talk and you can do, that's fine. But also know how to handle it too. Don't get out here doing stuff and then you'd be ready to tell on somebody because they hurt your feelings when you was out here and you were provoking them too. So that's my 2 cents about that whole thing. That's one of the reasons why I wrote things the way I did. Anybody got any questions about that?
No questions here.
Nope.
Cool beans. So we are at an hour and 30 minutes, guys. Is there anything
y'all been here that long?
to talk about? Yeah, because somebody decided they want to join late and stuff, even though I sent him the link around 6:15.
I'm mad I missed Xavier, man.
Yeah, well, you would have been here earlier.
Well, I gotta run, everybody. Y'all take care. I'll catch up with y'all later.
All right,
Bye.
actually, we could end things anyway, so I appreciate you being here, brother.
Why you gonna say bye like that? Like bye?
Hey, what did Deion Sanders say about Romo? He said Dak says hi and bye.
And bye. I got a gold jacket I ain't paid for.
Now you make me
say like that truthfully though.
Oh my god! Now you guys make me think of one of the Casey Mears videos that Natasha showed me once.
Y'all stay up. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, brother.
I didn't mean to say it like that truthfully though.
All right, y'all.
I will say,
but yeah, man. Did y'all have anything that y'all wanted to say before we go? Go ahead.
The one memorable moment I did have, because I think I forgot to mention this before, was I think it was like the very first time I was on this show, and I think it was one of the seasons I was still in Canton, and you said to me, you think this week's gonna be the week of your first touchdown against Houston? I said maybe, and then next thing we know, we see your boy bust off one from like the 50-yard line all the way back to the house for my first return touchdown. So,
I remember that.
Yeah, that's by far my favorite memory so far. The fact that we just spoke it into existence that day was just awesome. So,
hey man,
I will always remember I should have had 2 that game, but I had a 20-yard catch that got stopped just yards beside the goal line.
It's always inches. It's always inches.
Yep.
Anybody else? Yeah, anything y'all want to go say before you go? Before we get out of here?
Is anybody from Andrew? Why did you move to running back?
Oh yeah. Indianapolis actually provided, or I won't say too much, but Indianapolis did promise me more sort of opportunities at running back, and I realized my build was more like a speed running back build, so kind of like a Darren Sproles type player or something like that. So that's kind of why I switched, is because I just wanted a little bit of a change of pace, I guess.
I was just curious. That's what's up. If Demond can do it, you can do it, because you got a better build than Demond do anyway. So.
Yep.
I mean, well, if you're feeling that generous, then I guess me and DJ can switch positions. I'll go ahead and be running back.
Not at all.
You sure?
Not at all.
You don't want to work that out?
We got
No.
the most inspiring action over here.
Eddie's like, "Don't keep your player at the quarterback."
Stay behind that offensive line.
Oh man! Shout out Uncle Ty, the comedy for checking in. Prayers for Altadena and Pasadena. Yeah, California is going through it,
They
man.
saved
Guys,
LA,
prayers
man.
up to them.
Holy crap.
Yeah, then they had to
Yeah,
move the Lakeland LA Rams game to.
All right,
Monday.
I'm gonna dip, y'all. I'm getting told by my mom to chill out, so I'm good.
All right.
See y'all later.
All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure having y'all on. Thank all of you so much for hanging out with me for my 6th anniversary. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Okay.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thanks for having.
Yep.
Hey, Corey, before I let you go, before y'all go, well, if y'all have to go, I totally understand. But Corey,
No,
didn't you have a special announcement you wanted to make? Or you want to do it next time?
I'm honestly drawing a blank.
Didn't you just acquire something?
Oh, we'll cover that next time.
Okay.
It's you're about to close up shop, and you know.
Well, apparently
we'll save it for next time.
Apparently, we can stay just a couple minutes because Lord Destro decided he wanted to.
All right. Well, I guess since we're here, oh my lord,
Who was that?
My doorbell.
Oh,
what was that name?
I need that one.
Your doorbell's angry. Doorbell mad at somebody.
When the doorbell ring, dogs start barking. Let them motherfuckers know, hey, you sure you want to come up in here?
Here we go. Let me flash this one more time, guys.
Oh, my bad.
Just remember.
My bad.
Just for the people in the back.
Oh my lord.
Corey.
All right. No, I guess since I'm here and you brought it up and everything. So
you said you was gonna bring it up.
Yeah, and I forgot about it this time. It wasn't. It's been a Thursday. Damn it.
I get it.
All right. So I'm not sure if many have seen it on our Twitter, X page, whatever you call it, Facebook page, or in Discord. But starting this season, Pittsburgh Riverhogs have teamed up with an organization called Team RWB, Team Red, White, and Blue.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
they're an awesome, amazing group. What they're geared towards is, and Eddie can relate, and forgive me, I don't know if anybody else in this is prior military, but the military have a mindset of, you put your mission first. You want to take care of what you got to take care of before you take care of yourself. And ultimately, when many service members get out, they keep that mindset, and it ultimately, they tend to take care of everybody else except for themselves first. And that, in the long run, if you do it wrong, it'll affect your health. So what Team Red, White, and Blue does is, for those prior service members, veterans, and even those that are still serving, they kind of give a sense of camaraderie, a group where you can get with one another and keep those healthy aspects about your life to keep yourself healthy for a long time, for a long life with your family and loved ones. They got many chapters all across the United States. pretty much every major city has at least one chapter. And for instance, the Houston chapter, at least 7-8 times a month, they'll get together at a park within the Houston area, or another facility, and they'll just do some kind of physical workout activity, keep your mind healthy, your body healthy. And they also give guidance for those that need it. If it's not so much the physical aspect, but more the mental aspect, they got people that you can chat with, and that's the whole point of the whole thing, to just help each other out. That's the way it was in the military. You always look out for your battle buddy, and it keeps going on even afterwards. So, one of the biggest things I'm working on right now, and I haven't announced it officially yet, but for every touchdown the Riverhogs score this season,
you donated $100 out of your check.
Not that much. Dang, I don't make your money, dude.
Corey don't make Cam's money either. Come on now.
I don't. Yeah. Nah, my plan is for every touchdown we make this season for the Riverhogs, I'm going to be donating. For every touchdown, it's $10, and I'm probably going to expand that. I just got to see to what extent. Though it's going to be more of an announcement soon, but I'm just really looking forward to be able to push their message. They're more into the physical community. They never even thought about the esports community until I talked with them, and I told them, we got a lot of prior service members in our community, and we even got active service members. Name one on the Riverhogs, Saint Nebuchadnezzar. He's currently serving in the Marine Corps. He actually just got out of boot camp like 4 months ago, so he's fresh. He's just starting his journey.
Yeah.
So prayers to him and to his unit, whatever they encounter. But that was my announcement that I was going to share, and I just if you see Team Red, White, and Blue out there, just support them, because they're just looking to do the veteran community a solid and help each other out and make us stronger in every way possible.
So
we hope to be able to do that as well.
If somebody wanted to donate, could they donate through the Riverhogs, or could they donate?
You can do it actually directly through the website, teamrwb.org.
Okay, cool.
There's a lot of information on there, not just for service members, but for family members of service members, for those that even you may not have any family members in or anything, but for those that just support that cause, there's plenty more information on there for them.
Dope.
So,
dope.
Yeah, they're a great group. They have they partner with the VA. They partner with the American Legion. They have a lot of great ties with the military, and they're just looking to do their best to be able to help out those that have already served and to serve them back in the same capacity. So,
okay, good stuff, man. And if you give me that link, what I can do is I can add it to the description of the video. Like once the live is over and it posts, I can just put it in the description. So if anybody wanted to visit the website, I can do that.
I can absolutely do that.
Dope. I wish you go tell them dogs to go sit down. Apparently, Lord Destro says that they eating T-bone steaks for dinner and lobster on Fridays. Is that true? I mean,
who, me?
Y'all got acres, so yeah,
shoot.
you.
I mean, shoot. Nah, we. Hey, I'm trying to figure out where my next meal coming from.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to figure out where my next meal from. I ain't got it. They call me short arms with deep pockets. I ain't got it.
Well, I'll tell you what, between you and Destro, one of y'all got it.
Destro got it. He got a new job.
And so Uncle Todd says, Eddie, I got one more question for you because you missed this one. Uncle Todd says, shout out to all the fellow vets. And then Jason P says, if that was true, Eddie would smile more.
If what was true?
He said, I guess if you was, I don't know. I'm sure he's going to elaborate on it. But while we're waiting on him, and thank you, and he's, I just read this. Lord Destro said, hey, I'm on CP time. Hey, I'm glad you either whatever time zone you in. Oh, lobster and steaks. Oh, no. He said if you eat more lobster and steak in your life, you would smile more.
Tell him to send me a few dollars and I'll be glad to do that for him.
A few dollars. Look at your wall, man. $1,000 wall behind you. Anyway.
That's why I'm broke.
Hell, you could have called me over there. I would have painted it. It might not have looked as crisp as that, but it got done. But what's one game that you're looking forward to seeing besides ours this week?
Hold on, look at the schedule. Besides ours, I would say I got a couple of them. Sin City, Florida.
Okay.
I'd say Atlanta, Minnesota.
Okay.
I'd say Fort Worth, Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to watching that DC game because Destro told me they submitted their book on Tuesday. He was so confident, so I'm not even bothering watching that game.
Oh. Dang, Destro, for real?
Yeah.
That's talent. Well, he's been in the league forever. So, I mean, that was not a good bastard.
Man said he submitted his playbook on Tuesday. I said, dang, that's some confidence right there. I book, even if our book is done, I never submit it until right at midnight, right at the deadline.
Like, dude, Ryan Davis and the rest of the gang was doing the full freaking playbook on Monday and Tuesday. I don't know if they handed it in or what.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Well, when you top tier, you can do things like that. You know, you can hand your book. Hell, you can give the book the same night. You just ended the game. Give them the book for the next week. You ain't got to run Sims. I already know what you're gonna do. That's talent. Eddie, you like that?
Yeah, I'm not that talented. I need every last minute.
So Destro says mine went in a whole hour ago. Diggy checking in as we're leaving. My man Big Dog is on.
Man, tell Dick to kick rocks. He left us.
Oh my God.
Hey, I said the same thing about me.
Yeah.
Damn, it's Eddie pulling the monster last night. Keep your name out my mouth.
Sean, Jay, I was just about to be able to use Jay as a fullback to run people over like Florida does, and he jumped up and said, "Eddie, I'm out of here, man. They offered me an opportunity I couldn't pass up, so screw you. I'm out of here."
Dang.
I said, "Man, dude, your bill was just getting right, man. Come on." I said, "You sure?" He says, "Yeah, man. I don't like the culture over here in Arizona anyway." I'm like, dang. That's what's up.
I didn't say all of that now.
Just most of it. It's all good. Hey, ask Diggs what playbook they using this week.
I'm sure he hears you. There, you talk.
I asked him. He keep lying to me.
You think he gonna tell me?
He might tell you.
Okay.
He said the Jets.
The Jets. All right, there. Well, may the best teams win this weekend.
I'm nervous, by the way, about this game.
I mean,
that ain't the same team we played last season. That roster put together real nice.
Can't be out here writing checks that your ass can't cash. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead.
Yes, bitch.
We talked about Eddie. Now we're talking about you.
Yeah.
Rubbed off, I guess. I don't know. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get back out into the world with your families and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and check on my children because they are very quiet. The house is still standing, so I guess I'm good. But
some might be smoking over there. Some might be on fire. If they're that quiet, you better go see what's going on.
All right, but gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for my anniversary. It means a lot. Looking forward to seeing all of y'all again. Definitely at some point during the season. Of course, my team, I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. But everybody else, open invite, come back to the show. You got other announcements. Just got things you just want to talk about. Get off. I would say get off your chest, but I'm gonna have to make sure I have this bad boy on problems.
Oh, geez, after last night's demand flow, yeah.
I know who all of my my individuals are that I need that specifically for. That's why I have it.
Corey.
On the ready.
Justin.
But thank you guys. I'm go ahead and share and let y'all go. Y'all have a good night, okay?
All right, y'all.
All of y'all in a way.
Oh yeah, we got Jay week 3 or something.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. I really do hope that you enjoyed the show. Hanging out with my fellas, man. It's always a good time. Celebrating my anniversary. Again, I do this for the community. The only reason why I started this show was because on the original SFL podcast, they were not allowing guests to be on the show. It was just the crew. And I asked them if I could be on the show. They told me no. And so the moment that they told me no, I knew that I wanted to create something that any and everybody could be a part of. And it didn't matter who they were, what they did. League staff, fans, players, owners, I don't care who you are. You want to come on and you want to say something, you want to talk to somebody. I'm always here and I always have been. I have been the community ambassador and a vital part of the community for a very long time. And I don't plan on changing that. I still want to be there for everybody and anybody that needs me that's a part of this community. Whether we get along or not, I'm still here for you. With that, y'all have a fantastic evening, and I am looking forward to bringing you another great show next week, y'all. But until then, y'all stay safe, treat each other well. For all of my many guests that I had, and Stryker, we're out. Please leave your goodbyes in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to run them across the screen. Good luck to everybody this week, and let's just give the fans a really great showing all around. All right. Yeah, put your goodbyes in the chat. Have a good night.
Suicide door, brand new bag. College girls give it in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walk a roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping.
Boys got some 60s in my bag. Lips sealed, ain't pillow talking on no rag. In my earlobe, got 2 carats, VVS. Got a penthouse near Rodeo, off of stress. All this money, when I grew up, I had nothing. Filled with backstabbing, my whole life is disgusting. Can't believe it, gotta thank God that I'm living comfortably. Getting checks, I don't believe, but she say she done with me. Burn some bridges and I let the fire light the way. Kicking my feet up, left the PJs on a PJ. Young or big dog and I walk around with no leash. I got water on me, yeah, everything on Fiji.
Zero, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls give it in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, They hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping.
A rock star, pack up doors, tipping walls, hey. Raw, finit, nuts, balls, hey. I was 15, I took with my dog, hey. Did it? Now I feel nauseous. Put up a stick and I hop on a plane, still in my wall, wait. This so risky, I gotta be gifted. He blessed me with fortune and fame. I remember from 50, I couldn't go back empty. I know I was stuck to the game. Loyal and I never change. I'm never gonna go against the grain. I'm never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just gotta detain. I won't ever love him more than my mother, and that's on my government name. I can't be no sucker, ain't hating on no one. I wish everybody get paid. Cause we can't up every day. Getting hot talent in the grave.
Zero, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls giving in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping.